Hello everyone! Tony, did you know that there are a lot of different and weird traditions in the world? For example, there's a place where people wait in line for a long time to be hit on the head with a coconut. And in some countries, they throw mud and all kinds of smelly sludge on the bride before the wedding. There are also people jumping over babies and predicting the weather with the help of animals. Yeah, that's right, it's all true. Alright, now subscribe to Super Tony and leave a like. Bye-bye! Haha, I'm just kidding. Of course, I'm gonna tell you all about it. Scotland. Here, there is a traditional wedding custom known as blackening. The bride is covered in all kinds of bad-smelling substances. For example, sour sauces, mud, and even rotten eggs. The main point is that the smell has to be very unpleasant. Then they sprinkle the bride with sawdust or flour and parade her like this all over town. In this way, she is cleansed of evil spirits and prepared for the domestic problems, which after such an ordeal should seem like nothing. Spain. Baby jumping. In a small Spanish town, in May or June, a shocking purification ritual known as El Calacho takes place. Men dress up in yellow and red costumes, put devil masks on their faces, and with a whip or baton walk around town scaring the locals. Then they head to the main square. There, babies are already lying on soft mattresses. The masked people run and jump over the newborns. This ritual is performed to scare evil spirits away, so they won't come close to the children. Let's move to India. Some Indian temples have an unusual ritual. Thousands of pilgrims stand in line to have a coconut smashed over their heads. The locals believe this is the best way to show their devotion to the gods. Also, there are always emergency doctors on duty because concussions are very common during the ritual. And of course, we could not ignore the unusual holiday that takes place on February 2nd in the US and Canada. It is called Groundhog Day. It is believed that if a groundhog emerges from its burrow on this day and sees its shadow due to clear weather, it will retreat to its den, and winter will go on for 6 more weeks. If it does not see its shadow because of cloudiness, spring will arrive early. This holiday has its origins in Germany. There, since the days of paganism, badgers have predicted the weather in a similar way. Emigrants from Germany brought this tradition to the US and Canada, but there were no badgers there, so they were replaced by groundhogs. The most important celebration takes place in Pennsylvania. All residents and crowds of tourists gather together and watch the animal. There are all kinds of fun activities, music, and festivals dedicated to the local meteorologists. Friends, tell us in the comments, what interesting traditions do you have in your family? For example, an annual fishing trip, traveling somewhere special, or exercising in the morning. The best stories will be featured in the next video. And of course, hit the like button if you've learned anything new. Bye-bye!